Imagine a plane so futuristic, so radically different, that it looks more like a predator of the deep ocean than a machine of the skies. Shock at this year's Global Air Show. One aircraft didn't just turn heads, it redefined aviation design. Meet the Sharkfin-Inspired jet that's making aviation history. The Global Air Show is where the world's brightest minds and boldest engineers showcase their latest breakthroughs. But this year, all eyes locked onto a single marvel, a sleek, Sharkfin-inspired plane that looked like it was plucked straight from the future. The secret lies in its biomimicry. Designers studied how sharks glide through water with almost no resistance, then applied those principles to air. The result? A tail fin that slices turbulence, wings that cut drag, and a body that promises both speed and efficiency like never before. This isn't just about looks, it's about performance. Engineers claim the aircraft reduces drag by nearly 20%, increases fuel efficiency, and improves maneuverability at both low and high speeds. In fact, its unique fin doubles as a stabilizer, allowing smoother, safer flights in harsh weather conditions. Spectators described it as watching evolution unfold before their eyes. Aviation veterans called it a leap forward in aerodynamics. And for the crowd? It was a breathtaking performance that blended science, nature, and innovation into one unforgettable moment. While today it's a prototype, tomorrow it could transform both military aviation and commercial travel. Imagine boarding a passenger jet that uses shark-inspired aerodynamics to cut fuel costs and emissions while giving you the smoothest ride of your life. Every innovation has a story. For this aircraft, the journey began in experimental wind tunnels, where scientists pushed airflow to extremes. They weren't just testing speed, they were unlocking the secrets of shark hydrodynamics and translating them into aerodynamics. The result? A plane that doesn't just fight the wind, it dances with it. In a world racing to cut carbon emissions, the Sharkfin aircraft could be a game-changer. With its drag-reducing design, airlines could burn significantly less fuel. That means cleaner skies, quieter engines, and a giant leap towards sustainable aviation. Some experts even suggest it could outpace electric planes in the near future, combining efficiency with range. But it's not just the commercial sector that's watching. Defense industries are already eyeing the Sharkfin's stealth-like shape. Its sleek, wave-piercing body reduces radar signatures and enhances agility, making it a potential contender in the next generation of fighter jets. Of course, not everyone is convinced. Critics point out the high cost of development, untested long-term durability, and the risks of straying too far from conventional aircraft designs. But history has shown us every aviation breakthrough, from the jet engine to the composite wing, once faced doubt. A skyline filled with Sharkfin-inspired aircraft, silently weaving through the clouds, carrying passengers across continents faster, greener, and smoother than ever before. Nature has always been humanity's greatest engineer. Birds inspired the Wright brothers. Whales influenced submarine design. And now, sharks, apex predators of the oceans, are shaping the future of aviation. The Sharkfin aircraft isn't just a machine. It's proof that the answers to tomorrow's challenges may already exist in the natural world around us. Aviation giants are watching closely. Rumors suggest that rival companies are already sketching their own Sharkfin-inspired prototypes. What began as a radical experiment may soon ignite a global race, one where the skies themselves become the ultimate battleground for biomimetic supremacy. Social media exploded after the reveal. Artists reimagined airports filled with Sharkfin planes. Enthusiasts debated whether this would become the new Boeing or Airbus standard. And visionaries dared to dream, could we one day step onto a Sharkfin jet for a zero-turbulence flight across the Atlantic? But the road to revolution is never smooth. Engineers must prove that this aircraft can withstand more than applause. Can the Sharkfin design handle hurricane crosswinds? Can it operate at supersonic speeds without structural failure? These are the questions being tested behind closed hangar doors. The unveiling was only the beginning. What comes next could change not just aviation, but global transportation forever. If the Sharkfin aircraft succeeds, it may mark the dawn of a new aviation era, one where nature and technology soar together. The ripple effect was instant. Governments hailed it as a step toward clean aviation. Airlines lined up, eager to test what could become the future of their fleets. And aerospace competitors? Some called it disruptive, others a wake-up call. Around the globe, the Sharkfin plane wasn't just news, it was a statement. Beneath its striking exterior lies a symphony of innovation. Carbon fiber composites keep it light yet incredibly strong. Advanced AI systems adjust the fin's angle mid-flight, mimicking how a shark's dorsal fin stabilizes movement underwater. Even the engines have been redesigned for silent thrust, reducing both noise and drag. But every leap forward comes with obstacles. Scaling production costs billions. Certification could take years. And pilots must be retrained to handle its new aerodynamics. Still, pioneers argue that these hurdles are small compared to the potential rewards, a new golden age of aviation. The Sharkfin jet may have lit the spark, but now a global race is underway. Aerospace companies in the US, Europe, and Asia are scrambling to develop their own biomimetic designs. Will the first to mass-produce it control the skies? Or will this innovation lead to a collaborative future where nations share technology for a greener tomorrow? Imagine airports where fleets of sharkfin-inspired planes glide in with whisper-quiet engines. Imagine traveling across the world in record time, with fewer emissions and turbulence-free skies. And perhaps, imagine this design leading not only to faster planes, but to the very first generation of sharkfin spaceplanes, bridging Earth to the stars. A handful of aerospace pioneers are already asking, why stop at the skies? The Sharkfin design, with its unparalleled stability and drag reduction, could be the missing link between high-speed jets and reusable spacecraft. Prototypes are being studied for suborbital travel, where passengers could fly from New York to Tokyo in under 2 hours. Some visionaries dare to think even bigger. Imagine a fleet of sharkfin-inspired craft ferrying supplies to lunar outposts, or even pioneering Mars colonies. The same design that once ruled the oceans might someday carve pathways through the vacuum of space. But it's not just about technology, it's about people. Engineers are redesigning cabins with panoramic glass ceilings, smoother pressure systems, and AI-driven turbulence control. For passengers, flights wouldn't just be faster and greener, they would feel like floating through the skies in silence. The Sharkfin revolution is also sending shockwaves through the economy. Aviation stocks surged after the reveal. New startups are emerging, betting everything on biomimetic aircraft. And established giants are racing to adapt before they are left behind in the skies. But the most thrilling part? We're still at the beginning. This aircraft is a prototype, an idea that dares to challenge a century of conventional design. Where it leads, no one truly knows. Will Sharkfin planes dominate the skies, reshape global travel, or unlock the gateway to space? The horizon remains wide open. From the depths of the oceans to the heights of the skies, the Shark has inspired a new age of flight. What began as a bold experiment at an air show has now sparked a global movement, one that blends nature's wisdom with human ambition. Globe showing Europe, Africa at plane hash. The Sharkfin aircraft is more than a plane. It is a symbol, a reminder that progress comes when we dare to look beyond the ordinary, when we dare to dream, and when we dare to fly higher. Today, it stuns the world at air shows. Tomorrow, it may carry us across continents. And one day, perhaps, it will guide us beyond our skies, toward the stars. Milky Way sparkles. But what the public saw at the air show was only the surface. Behind closed doors, in heavily guarded labs, even more radical designs are being tested. Whispered reports suggest hybrid sharkfin craft capable of vertical takeoff, near-silent engines, and even AI co-pilots that think like marine predators, calculating movement with razor precision. As excitement grows, so does tension. Nations are quietly positioning themselves in a new aerospace chess game. Who will master sharkfin technology first? Will it become a guarded national secret, a weapon of dominance, or the shared foundation of a new global aviation standard? Some insiders claim the Sharkfin breakthrough isn't just about airplanes. It's a stepping stone to hypersonic travel. Imagine crossing oceans in under an hour, where planes glide at 5 times the speed of sound, stable and smooth thanks to their shark-inspired design. The world can't look away. Social media hashtags trend daily. Fan artists envision fleets of Sharkfin sky cruisers. Even schools are teaching biomimicry to inspire the next generation of engineers. This aircraft hasn't just stunned a crowd, it's captured humanity's imagination. And yet, what lies ahead remains a mystery. Will these planes change commercial aviation? Will they become the backbone of defense fleets? Or will they evolve into something far beyond our skies? The answers are still unfolding, and the world waits, eyes fixed upward. But while the Sharkfin jet dominates headlines, rivals are quietly unveiling their own answers. One European prototype mimics manta rays. A Japanese team is testing wings inspired by dragonflies. Around the world, nature's designs are becoming blueprints for machines that could transform aviation forever. Test pilots describe flying the Sharkfin prototype as unlike anything before. It responds to turbulence with grace, tilting and flexing in ways conventional aircraft never could. One pilot compared it to surfing the wind like a shark rides waves. But with new design comes new responsibility, and training the next generation of aviators is becoming a global priority. Every flight generates mountains of data, streamed, analyzed, and fed into artificial intelligence systems. These AI co-pilots are learning how the Sharkfin reacts in every condition, from calm skies to violent storms. The result? Planes that could one day fly almost entirely autonomously, adjusting themselves like living organisms. This isn't just a technological leap, it's a cultural one. Museums are opening Sharkfin aircraft exhibits. Universities are creating biomimicry programs. And young dreamers who once looked at birds for inspiration are now sketching sharks, imagining futures where marine and aerial worlds collide. But insiders whisper of an even bigger leap, orbital Sharkfin craft. Designs that could climb from runways straight into low Earth orbit, bridging the gap between planes and spaceships. If realized, this wouldn't just reshape aviation, it could redefine humanity's place in the cosmos. Unconfirmed reports suggest that the first orbital Sharkfin test has already taken place. Witnesses in remote deserts claim they saw a craft vanish into the stratosphere, faster and quieter than any jet before it. Official agencies deny these claims, but the silence only fuels speculation. Behind the curtain of secrecy, defense forces see immense potential. A Sharkfin vessel that can slip under radar, maneuver like no conventional aircraft, and even operate in near space? For militaries, this could be the ultimate strategic advantage. And as history has shown, every leap in aviation begins with conflict before it reaches the public skies. But a quiet battle is brewing. Civilian groups demand the technology for commercial use, to cut emissions, slash flight times, and connect the world. Governments, however, hesitate. Will Sharkfin craft serve the public good, or be locked away as classified military projects? A corporate war is already underway. Aerospace giants are buying up patents, startups are luring away key engineers, and secret alliances are forming across borders. Whoever controls Sharkfin technology won't just dominate aviation, they'll reshape the global economy itself. And still, the vision grows larger. Prototypes for orbital Sharkfin craft show docking systems for space stations, heat-resistant skins for re-entry, and propulsion systems that whisper of interplanetary dreams. The Shark's legacy, once confined to the oceans, may soon carry humanity across worlds. Zero to Tech, where innovation meets the road. The future of mobility starts here, only on Zero to Tech. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories about Elon Musk, Maxwell, Tesla, and the future of innovation. Until next time, keep imagining the impossible.